Evening, folks. Jeff from RV Diagnostics. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't get into football, but at least it's Super Bowl Sunday. All right, I got like an hour or two out here and play around in the garage where my wife pulls me in. We watch the Super Bowl. We like to watch the halftime and yell at the players. I don't even know who's. I think it's Kansas City and Eagles. There you go. All right, so I'm getting ready to do a modification here. Let me put you on pause. So this is your standard hot water heater, 6 gallon. This is your 3-valve system, which is winterization. So right now it's in winterized mode. So he wants me to put in this A.O. Smith extra 6 gallon electric hot water heater. I'm gonna run a 20 amp cord down that way. It'll be on the other side where the water station's coming out, and it'll hook to the 20 amp service, because you got 50, 30, and a little 20 with a GFCI built into it at the pedestal or shore power or whatever you'd like to call it. So I had to do some things. I had to take this door out, and basically it gave me another 1/2 inch to squeeze this thing in there. All right, so there was a bunch of screws, if you can see them. Right there's one. They come up through this way all the way around. I took them out. They're number 2 Robinson square bit. I've already measured it. And here's what I'm talking about, like the quality. They used to be copper lines. These is the propane where the mice can chew in it. So I got to get this. I'm gonna take this off, cut it, and put this over here and snap it to this. All right, zip tie it to that, get it out of the way. So this is going to fit up in there. It's a 6 gallon. And I'm going to do a side discharge. Cold water in, hot water out, right? And I'm going to have the valve up front, right? So you can drain it and all that. Emergency, the TP, temper pressure valve, that brass one there. And then I got to take the plugs out. They're square drive. They're 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch right here. Right, I'll bip them out. I'll put some more Teflon tape on the plugs. I'm gonna screw them in here. So this is your H for hot out, cold C for cold in, and that has a tube that goes all the way down. Don't take that out, because it goes all the way down to the bottom. All right, now let me just put you on pause real quick. So when I mount this in there, I got to have this part here so you can change the heating element. So it's going to be a little tricky. All right, so we'll probably have the discharge right here and the electrical coming over. I'm going to have to reroute some of this right there, cut them out of the way, and get myself some clean room. All right, so there's your drain, there's your TP valve, so I could probably put a tube on that, a hose, or a pipe down, and take it, drill a hole in that floor there. So you're looking at 6 gallons, 8 gallons roughly. I think it's 8.4, but let's just call it 8 pounds per gallon. That's 6 times 8 is 48. This thing weighs 20, so it's about 68. Let's call it 70 pounds. And this thing here goes all the way over, so it's pretty stout. I weigh 230. I put my foot in there and body just about, and it held me up. But I'll probably still put a little bit of reinforcement here. So remember, I'm going to take these plugs out here, put them on top. I'll do that now. Alright, so now the cold and the hot, the H, the hot, the cold in, hot out, is plugged. And the plugs come with on the side. So we're going to fit this in here. We're going to do a dry run first. And we're going to try to situate the whole thing. And I did notice this too, it's pretty neat. I might be able to do a hook system. But if you look at the bottom of the tank, it has like a washer welded onto it. So there you go. So I might be able to put like a J hook from underneath with a big washer and a piece of wood to grab it to hold it down. But I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. So I did boost up the temperature because they want it hot as possible. There's going to be, I think 2 kids and 2 adults in here. So the 6-gallon was running out. It was being used on electric and propane. I'm going to warn them that this set at 140 degrees. I'm going to put it in parallel. So we're going to have cold coming in, hot going out to both of them, like hot from here and then one coming from here into this, wide in, teed in. All right. You have to use the check valve. Let me show you that. In the hot, all right, so the cold water don't force its way back. So it's a shark bite, Pex Corporation, half by half. Part number is 464034. All right, let me put it on hold. All right, so you can even see where it has the flow. So this would be hot coming out, okay? This is from the tank, this is to the water line. All right, so you look right in there, you don't see nothing, right? So I'm gonna kinda blow on it. All right, so here's the arrow. I'm gonna blow that way, it should come out. There you go. And this is back pressure, right? Because we have another hot water tank feeding it. So, and the other one is there is a check valve back in there that messes up, okay? And you can use these and place it, a much better system than what's on that tank. So you might have to put a 90 degree, depends upon the configuration and the space in there. You could put it straight out, PEX tubing with another shark bite. Oh, that's my puppy. Hold on. Where are you at? Huh? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Now. You see her there? She's my garage dog. Alright, so enough of that. Alright, so we're gonna do a dry run. Stick it up in there and see what I really gotta do. And then we'll go from there. Alright, thank you very much, Jeff V Diagnostics, on a custom hot water tank install, a POU, point of use. You can install them yourself. You should put them in parallel. That means two hots are feeding into one line, not hot water coming out of one tank going into the other tank and then out. And cold water the same way. You should use check valves. I showed you that. She's jealous I'm talking to y'all. All right, thank you. This is Jeff from RV Diagnostics, video 1 of custom install of a water tank in parallel with the inline. That'll give her about 12 gallons at 140 degrees. That'll let the whole family take a shower.